Commissioner Buckley.
Here.
Commissioner Gallagher.
Here.
Commissioner Keeter.
Here.
Quorum is present.
As you wish. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us all together this morning. Please be with us all as we go out our different ways. Dear Lord, thank you for all those that offer up these bids, dear Lord. And please be with us, the commission, and do the best we can do for the county, dear Lord. I ask this in your Son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
I want to amend the agenda, and we want to add a cell phone policy to it. I've added that to the end of the program. Motion?
I'll make the motion. We amend the agenda to put the cell phone policy.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Like I say, that'll be on the end of the meeting. Okay, consent agenda is there. It's been published. Questions? A motion?
Make a motion, we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second that.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Now, annual bid openings. Take a little bit of time, so relax everybody.
We've got a lot of different categories. We assume that we got them all in the correct categories because a lot of them wasn't labeled.
I'm talking to myself all the time.
So they're gonna open these by category, and when they spread them out, if that's the group you're interested in, you can come up, photograph, whatever, prepare. Don't alter, don't make it. But you're welcome to come up. And they'll be out there long enough till people have had a chance to look at them.
All right, we're gonna open the bids for lubricants first. You have one more? Looks like we have three.
What's that called again?
Oils.
Lubricants.
You got them all out?
They're all out.
Okay, if anybody's interested in the oils, lubricants, that kind of bid, coming up, look at them, take pictures, whatever.
Aaron, did you get yours?
Could you read off all the names of those that submitted the business?
Oh, I got you.
I did not.
Okay, anybody else interested in lubricants?
MFA,
You take those down now.
Home Service, Wallace.
Yes.
Anybody else? We'll take those away.
Did you get all those names?
What's
Amber?
this category?
Yeah, I knew him actually, Dave.
You did?
I do.
I was gonna say,
Just making a list.
checking out flags.
Linda, what category you in?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's right, and they, some of them aren't
I'm
marked either, so. This is, Compass Mineral Company. So let's see what they're bidding on.
Compass is salt.
Is that what it is?
Thank you.
Okay, your salt bill is good. Anybody hear from them?
They're the only ones.
I only show one bid. Did you have more than one bid from, the salt bids?
Yeah, there was more than one.
That's there. Just one?
No, there was more than one.
Cargill?
That's all. Cargill.
All right, you got Cargill and somebody else?
Morton. Morton.
There's a good paper salt too.
Yes, theirs is gonna come in little containers. It's gonna be tougher to distribute, but
It's a piece.
Did you, Dawn, did you get those three?
put it
Yes.
kind of back in the truck. And if it rains, it pours.
Yes, it does. Oh, my God.
Okay, anybody interested in the salt bids?
This is Culver Pipe.
Culvert pipe is next.
Consolidated. Metal culverts. Welborn's Sales. And Waterworks.
Do that. Okay, this is for road oils.
Pipes.
Road oils, I just have one from Missouri Petroleum Products.
Wonder why that wasn't in the lead, it was. A little bit thick rather than that.
Linda, are these all four?
Yeah, those all four are certified.
I'm stacking them over there. Groups.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Okay. Next one is concrete.
AA Zollner. Kinstra, how do you? Kinstra. And Polite.
You wanna come see those? Seen that one?
See that one? But what's 74? It'll go in.
We did. He's going out.
These two are asphalt.
Asphalt. Lead belt and mineral area.
And then these three are aggregate.
Aggregate? Aggregate? That's good. Do you know who did that one?
Who's up there for the aggregate?
Base rock. Central stone, make sure. New frontier. Don't take my oath.
Or just in case of.
There's four. That's all that.
There's four aggregate?
Four aggregates. Lead belt is the fourth. Who said?
Thank you.
What category you in?
Aggregates?
Gravel.
Tires.
Tires.
How many copies we have? Joey? What's wrong with Joey? Those women causing trouble.
Same place?
Here you go for tires.
No.
It's tires, just one.
Just one, who is it?
Joey's.
Boyd.
Boyd, thank you.
Signs.
Signs.
GMC. Roadrunner. And warning lights of Southern Illinois.
Anybody here want to see any of these?
Signs and stuff. There's road signs.
Here's the
Okay, what's this here?
quiz.
Fuel. I have one from Bauman Oil.
Why you pour it out with all the salt? Just don't put salt in it.
Put a seat outside on the outside of the truck.
With the salt shaker.
Exactly.
Mowing.
Mowing bids,
I think it's juveniles.
and we have two, I think this is the Juvenile Center. Max Lawn Service,
And
American Lawn Care.
American Clean Care. His name
David Hayden.
David Cater quit doing one. He's got two left.
Are you here for this? Then it is for you
Fast
guys.
straight out, are you here?
There you go. Two bids.
They let me know the tank
This
just
is
for this
various
morning.
office supplies.
Office supplies.
That's what all of this is gonna be, it's just gonna be kind of.
No one's here from Elkins, I'm sure. Okay, what's it?
This one's computer supplies and services, it's office supplies for the collector's office.
Computer supplies and services too.
Minuteman, that's printing.
Printing. I want to see the printing bids. No?
What's the printing one?
Minuteman. And Inland Associates.
What else we got? Pest control.
Yeah, they put that.
You just have one for pest control? Nothing?
Who was it?
Cameraman.
Mr. Berry, C.E. Berry, this is cleaning for the juvenile. And I think this one is, oh, juvenile's coming by art. And this
No adult cleaning, just juvenile.
is, maintenance supplies is this one.
C.E. Berry and W.R.L. And maintenance supply is from Chem Search.
It's pretty soft. This is like the old Charmin.
And this is all cleaning supplies for me.
How many do we have?
It's like at school when you pass.
C&C Suppliers. C&C Suppliers, it's the only bid, so I'm not gonna take it out of the bid. We will review it.
Would you like to pass the toilet paper around and see how soft it is, or?
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate that. You searching for the bid within that packet?
Yes.
It's welcome to see you.
Stationary. Limited amount of stationery.
That it?
Anything else?
Okay, that's the end of the annual bids.
Yes.
So now we go to, food service for JDC.
We have two.
JDC is juvenile detention center, by the way.
What category is this?
This isn't a category, this is a.
The next item.
Juvenile food service.
Oh, food.
Coal wholesale.
Coal wholesale and
Erica, is this for buying the supplies or
FL
preparing
Porter.
dishes or what?
I'm sorry, what?
Is this for buying supplies only or not for people to cook?
Not for
Okay.
calories.
Not for prepared meals?
I'll let you go through those. All right. We'll move it on.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that public opening of the
I
bids.
will also make copies of everything.
Would you like to come in my office and take a look at those? Bring them both there. Not that you're in the way, but we can.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes fast.
Next item, approve the senior board resolutions. We had that meeting at 4 o'clock yesterday, and this is the decision on how to disperse the available funds. It's done strictly on a percentage basis, and a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion that we approve the senior board resolutions.
Second?
second.
And they've all been showed their amount, and all of them are appreciative. So, any questions or comments?
Did you put anything back for capital this year?
No, we did not.
Is this within the budget?
It's available funds, yes.
I know, but I'm saying, do you know what the budgeted line item is for this fund? If this is gonna go over budget, you may wanna
It's
go ahead.
not going over budget. They keep 50,000.
I get that, but we budget a certain amount to be expended, and I didn't know. if you
Parks
were
told me
aware.
that 461,954 was available for this dispersion.
You're talking cash, I'm talking budget. Do you know what the budget expense is for the fund?
Okay, I didn't understand your question.
So what did we budget for that probably, and then?
Right, it's
Yes.
its own fund, and there's about one budgeted expense for the year. I just didn't know if this was going to exceed that budget.
No, there'll be another one in June
Okay.
for
That's all I
residual
needed.
amounts. So we've already set that date. Okay, any other questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. This has been delayed. We don't have enough numbers to amend the budget yet. And also, there's a possibility that we'll get a grant that will more than supply the needs we have for this. So for now, we're just not gonna handle it. Permission to fill vacant position, janitorial. You wanna talk?
We had a employee turn in his 2-week notice. I'd like to start searching for a new employee.
Hate to see him go.
Yeah, I ain't seen him go. Good employee. Yep.
Make a motion to give permission for maintenance to fill the vacant position for janitorial.
Second?
Questions? This is Jay, the guy you see off out here every now and then. I've told people that his low gear is about the same as everybody else's warp turbo speed. So he's a good guy, he's a fast mover. Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Permission to fill a vacant position. Collector, yeah, you wanna talk?
No, you pretty much covered it right there. I think we
Okay.
just, our newest hire to replace the last one, she says just too difficult a job. She's having a lot of struggles with it
Okay.
and we really need to try to find somebody as soon as possible. because of what you have down there in red.
Okay, motion.
Make a motion, we give permission to fill the vacant position, deputy clerk in the collector's office.
Second.
Second.
Questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Memorandum of agreement, Mike?
Mike Ryan, Sheriff's Office. The sheriff and I recently met with an agent with ICE and came to the department. This was available last year. There was a deadline in October, which we missed because of the information that came out. It was just too late for us to apply. They have since opened this back up to agencies within the state of Missouri. Basically, we'll select members of the sheriff's office. They will do training provided by ICE to become TFOs, task force officer with ICE. They will only utilize that position when they come in contact with an individual suspected of being an illegal immigrant during their normal course of
It's like a traffic stop or something like that?
Exactly, traffic stop, domestic, whatever they go to, if they come in contact with somebody that's suspected of potentially being illegal, then they will then be a TFO with ICE. They'll make the appropriate contacts. Through their training, they'll determine whether or not they are or not illegal, and they'll move forward from there. If they're determined to be illegal, they'll make contact with the ICE supervisor again, and then we'll provide the transport to a designated detention facility, which more than likely would probably be St. Genevieve County because they detain ICE inmates. At the conclusion of being certified as the TFOs, there's obviously a financial benefit for the county to agree to this MOA. That would be if we make an arrest for the first arrest that we make pertaining to somebody being illegal. ICE does provide us $100,000 for the purchase of vehicles.
One time?
One time, correct. And then quarterly, they'll give us $7,500 for equipment per trained TFO, up to $30,000 annually.
Okay. Motion.
Okay, I'll make a motion that a memorandum of agreement for the sheriff's department for the ICE for the. Just,
I'll second.
Yeah.
Task force officer with ICE. Yes.
Task force officer. Yes, I'll second that.
Okay, questions? Yeah, Rich?
The sentence that states the county will be paid $100,000 upon the first confirmed arrest. You stated that it's only, that money would only be used for the purchase of vehicles.
That's
Is
the way I
that correct?
understood it.
According to the MOA that ICE has, yes.
It's just, if I may, it just sounded to me as if we were putting a bounty out there, that you catch one, you get $100,000, and that just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Now, I understand what you just said and how it'll be used, and I think it's very important we understand that's the only use that'll be made of that money.
That'd buy about two cars.
Yeah.
Well, Rich, what I like, and I hate to say it, when I'm listening to it, I was the same way. Well, that just means we're gonna go out and stop everybody. If you read, as you said, upon the first confirmed arrest and being a legitimate arrest, correct? Like,
Correct.
you just can't go out and, I know a couple of them, good cooks and over in John.
You know, I understand. Yeah, I'm
But-
aware of all of that.
Yeah, so this is if it's confirmed as being an illegal, so they just can't go on. They just
Mike,
can't.
100,000 is not every year, it's just one time.
That is, it's one time, it's not every year, it's not annually or quarterly or anything like that, no.
Thank you.
How many officers are you gonna plan on training, and what is their training, how does that differ from what they're doing now?
Well, obviously what we do now as the sheriff's office is we do all state law. This is federal guidelines for immigration. So that's what the training will be for the TFOs, will be federal guidelines for immigration processing, identifying, and then detaining, and then transporting. We planned on 4 TFOs, and that decision was the 4 corporals on our 4 shifts for patrol. So I would have a TFO on each shift every day, to where if I only had 2 TFOs and one of my officers came in contact with somebody, then we'd obviously have to call them out. They would wind up getting comp time, overtime, or things of that nature. Plus, if we have contact with somebody suspected to be an illegal immigrant, they're gonna contact a supervisor anyways. So my 4 corporals are all supervisors of those shifts. So to me, logistically, it sounded correct just to use those 4 individuals.
Now, you say that currently you train to state requirements.
Correct.
And this will add a federal,
Aspect of immigration.
aspect to it, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And the 100,000 is just basically the trigger when they were, been trained, ready, and our first
And
arrest.
functioning.
Yeah,
That is
will
correct.
function.
Yeah, the MOA has to be signed, we have to do a letter of interest. The 4 deputies selected have to complete the training with certification. All that has to be submitted. We also have to provide some bank information for direct transfer of funds. Once all that's done, then we'll be up and running, and, you know, we won't receive any of that until we make an arrest, however long that'd be.
Okay.
Mike, I got a question for you. Once say they do make an arrest and we're containing them, do they pay you for keeping them there till they come and get them, or?
No, we've never kept anyone suspected of being an illegal immigrant or anything like that. We've never kept them for any period of time. Usually it's within a day.
They come and get them.
HSI will come down, ICE will come down,
Yeah.
then they run them over to St. Jen. Now this will take that away and we'll just run them over to St. Jen. And that's in the MOA that we provide transportation. And then obviously the paying benefits, but it'd be just during their normal, we'd be paying in benefits anyways. So just to work normally.
Okay.
What is the cost of training?
There is no cost. ICE provides that training free. Currently, it's an online course, and it's a 40-hour course that they have to complete and get certified in, but that's provided by ICE. So there's no cost of training.
Hey, Parks?
So can these vehicles only be used for a nice situation, or are these vehicles allowed to be used for, for the sheriff's
No, they
department?
don't have to.
No, like
And those
guidelines?
questions that we asked, the ICE representative that came down in reference to the $7,500 for equipment or the vehicles, if we utilize, so if we get a new vehicle and we put it on patrol and that deputy makes a stop and that's suspected of being an immigrant, and then the TFO goes to that stop, then we utilize that piece of equipment for that stop for immigration purposes.
But it's not just sitting in a parking lot waiting until we get a call?
No,
Okay.
no, it'll be active.
Does it have to be one of those officers? And have we not, I thought we might have already gotten a few illegal immigrants here already.
Oh, we
And I
have.
can answer that. We had, in 2025, I believe we detained 5.
But we don't get paid for that first one. This is only if you're a TFO officer.
Well, we have the TFO
You do,
assigned.
okay.
We'll have them with us. So they're just wanting to make sure that we're going, instead of giving us $100,000 and we take the money and run, they're wanting to make sure that we're gonna use this program properly. That's why we have to make the.
Those
first.
five previous arrests, since you weren't on the program, you didn't get any of this.
No.
No, that is correct.
No.
Yeah, we had to be a
It's
TFO
only
with
in the
them.
program
Yeah.
parameters. Okay.
Do you see any in the future that possibly we could, we would be detaining them and maybe getting paid? Has anybody talked?
Well,
about that?
we have, obviously, we're looking at housing feds. We've reached out to several counties in the area. We've also reached out to the marshals. I've spoken with Sheriff Stolzer of St. John County, who houses roughly about I don't know how many houses. He has a combination of federal inmates and ICE inmates. The logistics of transporting those inmates is a little bit more than what the county wants to get into right now, because it depends on what state you're gonna transport them to, whatever
Yeah.
federal holdover, to where they're gonna deport them from there. Sheriff Stolzer keeps them about 4 weeks before he has to transport them to wherever he's directed to.
Okay.
So, I don't know that we're gonna get into detaining ICE inmates right now. We're looking into making sure that we're qualified for the feds, and we'll start that process, and then we can look further into that.
You typically have 30 or 40 extra beds, something like that.
Yeah,
But they have to be special beds for these people?
no.
Okay.
Let's clarify, we are looking at housing federal prisoners irregardless of immigration status.
That is correct.
We were talking about for the last year or two, upgrading the jail so that we could qualify for, because it's very profitable. That's how, for example, St. Genevieve is paying for a big part of their county budget. So we're not just considering this because of language people.
No, we've been on the process of looking at federal inmates for like the last year. Updating the detention center all of last year.
Kitchen.
Equipment's possibility, the kitchen, the food service company, all that was preparation for potentially
Just
getting
wanted to
that.
stress that
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
planning
This has
on
nothing
doing
to do
this
with
year.
that. We've been prepping that all last year, and I think we're lined out to have a representative of the marshals come down and walk through our facility in the next couple of weeks. We're also looking at being PREA certified. It's one of the qualifications, and there are several things that we have to do with that. Camera systems within the detention center, food service, and other things like that, which we've done that the last couple of years.
In the last 2 or 3, 4 years, we've updated the kitchen
Yes.
massively, added detention cells, added medical and mental wing.
Yes.
What else?
Maintenance.
Upgrade the transport vehicle.
So we've been working on getting us, it sounds like it's random, but it wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
No, this came to us recently, and I think for us, it's a great benefit financially, and obviously it makes us more on federal guidelines for when we come across an immigration.
And these are stormtroopers.
No, they're not, and we're not gonna headhunt anything, we're not going in residents, buildings, businesses, or anything that anybody's seen recently in the news,
Okay.
so.
Okay, I have a motion second.
I mean, are we opening ourselves up to any liability though, that we're not, I mean, going the.
I think we're gonna lower that, because right now, if we encounter somebody who how do we know they're illegal? Are we doing it properly? Are we doing it professional? Are we doing it respectfully? So this will give us the training and the resources to kind of lower that liability, I believe.
And anybody can have a copy of the MOU, if you guys want, I know you guys have a copy of it, if you wanna go through it. It does state in the MOU as far as, anything pertaining to what the TFO is doing or what ICE is doing or anything of that nature. And at any time, we just have to give a notice, and we can void the MOA.
Very nice.
Okay, yes.
Just one quick question. The $38,000 a year, is that per trained officer, or is that total?
I think we're kind of reading that verbiage a little different. We're gonna clarify that. I need to, get a response back from.
That's the only way I
our
understood it,
contact.
but, you know.
You read it 7,500 quarterly per trained TFO, up to 30,000. So I don't know if it's up to 30,000 per TFO, or if it's 30,000 totally for the 4 of them that we're gonna have.
And Captain, isn't there a clause on, IT equipment? for the
Yes,
vehicles?
there's also, which is not on this, it's another 7,500 quarterly for IT equipment per
Okay, I didn't
TFO
pick
as
up on
well.
that. Okay.
Yeah, so that's in there as well, so potentially up to 160 annually, or a little bit further if it's 7,500 per TFO, or just up to 30,000 annually.
Still some questions, but, yeah.
Didn't in the past the county house federal prisoners?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Sometime back.
I think we stopped in the beginning of 2017.
17.
I think the kitchen was the main reason for that. Okay, any other questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, we wanna get some, thank you, Mike. We wanna get permission to seek bids on grinding those shingles. If anybody wants to know where the shingles are, just go look at them.
They're not hard to find.
Okay, motion.
I'll make a motion to seek permission to, grinding of the shingles, a bid to grind the shingles on Old Jackson Road.
I'll second that.
I been working with, I got a buddy at DNR, and he says we can't touch them unless we process them, we gotta grind them. Now, the last email I got this week said there's no restriction on what size they are. And, you know, like that little dark pile there you see is down to almost table salt size, it's very fine. And you can, from what he sent me, they can be coarser than that. So we're looking into that too.
So
Well, we-
the bid that we're gonna put out is gonna involve somebody bidding for the whole pile? It just says that we want total removal, or? what-
No,
or is it pretty-
we will just be grinding.
Just
I know, okay, but grinding, are we gonna stipulate a quantity, or are we gonna just say, look at that pile, tell us how much?
Well, there's 12 to 15,000 tons.
The whole pile. And so you're gonna bid, just say, the whole pile,
Yes.
whether it's 15 or 12, it's gonna be the
Yes.
same price. We're not
And
gonna-
it's not only, if I can find it, not only this pile, but this pile right here.
So my point is, when you put a bid, you're gonna have to stipulate that, not that, just that pile, it's gonna have to be both piles total, and the size of the granules after granulating, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna have to have.
Well, you have to
I
test
want-
them, you have to test them. You have to get the metal out of them too. When you grind them, they will have a metal.
The nails.
A magnet, and it pulls the nails out and puts them in to the magnetized, puts them in a truck.
That will all be in the bid?
It'll all be in the bid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Remind me what happens after they're all granulated?
Well, part of that, second part of that email I'm telling you about, I've asked him if we could use those on that site for fill, because you see down that lower right corner, that's the fire department.
Right.
And we want to give that property to them when it's clean, so they can have direct access to Highway 00, which is the green line over here. Now they have to go through 2 stop signs to get to 00. So if I can use those shingles for fill on that property and cover it with a good layer of rock, then that would be helpful. I've got a question, there's a drain just on the other side of that upper right-hand corner there, I'll call it a ditch. And that may be restrictive on whether I can leave that pile there or not, because there's a limit of 500 feet away from a drain. So I'm working with my buddy at DNR on this, and I could tell him I'm looking for loopholes here. So we're trying to find a way to do this.
Is there now that the county's taking care of this, do you have a deadline for when this has to be done?
No.
No.
And like I say, we're working on grants. And then the speculation, what Harold's talking about, is the size you grind them to and where you can dump them. You can use them for fill, but you can't have them around ponds. They got speculations on where you can actually, we possibly can just give them away for fill. That's why we're not really, we just want them granted.
But you can't haul them away.
We want them gone, yeah.
So. Steps. Thank you.
Haven't figured out a way to decorate them yet, so gotta get them moved. Okay.
Have we got any word on that grant?
I'm sorry?
Are we still waiting on to know? how
Yes,
much the
we're
grant will
working
go?
on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this, I'm looking for Bridget back there, I don't see her. Oh, I see her now, she's behind you. Okay, any other questions on this? Yeah, Rich?
There's been speculation that the reason that pile has never disappeared is because that there could be an amount of asbestos within the old shingles. Your head's not moving, so I'm thinking you either do know about that or you don't know about that. And I'd imagine the DNR would have some opinion on how you use that as fill.
Yeah.
Now, should that be the case, is there an opportunity to remove that entirely off-site once it's ground up?
Well, you said asbestos, I'm thinking arsenic. That's the trace mineral, it's a very small amount. But that's what they advertise as the possibility of a problem. Nobody's ever mentioned asbestos to me, and I've done a lot of research on it. So asbestos has never come up.
Well, just because it never come up doesn't mean it's not in there.
Okay, well, it has to be tested.
It has to be tested, Rich.
And Rich, what they ran into before, I have no idea, but I do know that they're not allowed to move them unless they're ground up.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's our.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, any other questions? All in favor of permission to seek bids, please let me know, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, next planned meeting.
Don't forget number 9.
Oh, yeah.
We added something.
Okay, yeah, thank you. This is the amendment to the agenda, the cell phone policy, and kind of pushing this ahead because we got some bills that need to be paid. And so the policy, among other things, it allows phones for those people. And then if the commission decides that somebody really needs a phone, we can authorize that. It also outlines the payment. What's the word for it? I want to say gratuity, but
Oh, the stipend.
stipend. Thank you. So that we would pay people that we want to have a phone.
Yeah, so I want to reiterate if I can on the on the positions. And I think the emergency supervisor, of course, is the emergency management director. Yeah, cool. So those positions there, and positions, not people, of course. So when that position comes up, somebody else is in there, they will take over that. And instead of the director of information technology, we just want to do the IT department. For call outs and situations like that. So if Jessica's going to be the one to take the call outs, it's for the IT department, not per se the director of technology, but that was in, so we had changed that. But also to add to that, the stipend will be contingent upon turning in a statement with the name and cell phone number on it. So you can redact everything on your statement, but we need the name to make sure, or not the name, my phone's in my wife's name, so the phone number would say Tina Cater, such and such number, which is mine. I don't give a stipend, but I'm just using it as example. So that way, the stipend can be given, but for, if I'm not mistaken, IRS and all that other jazz, it has to be this way, and so that's why we're all asking for this, so.
There's, yes.
Let's clarify, it's not a stipend. Stipend is taxable.
I'm sorry.
An allowance.
Allowance,
Which is
okay.
also another term for reimbursement. or
That's why I couldn't come up with the word.
My fault, yeah.
There's a question about whether we would have to get the proof of the bill every month, or can we do that a year, or whatever.
So if they're wanting to only be reimbursed on an annual basis, then they would just have to provide the monthly bills once a year. But
Okay,
if
once
it's
a
going to
year.
be done monthly, they would have to submit a bill every month.
All right, so that depends on the person then, okay.
And look, I know people are gonna have a lot of questions on that, and it's fine, these things do, when the change happens, this is what happens. But if, say, state's paying for your phone and you have a county job with your state, and it goes along bill for that, we don't wanna make sure that they're not getting reimbursed for your phone already, and then we're paying you a stipend for your, or allowance, sorry, for your phone. So, there's reasons to this, I mean, I know everybody has their rumors, but this is why we're doing it, so.
Okay.
Change.
Can I get a motion?
I make that motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Question?
Just to make sure, is it only one phone for the IT department?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all I need.
Okay, any other questions? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Now, go back. Okay, the next plan meeting is right here a week from now. Everybody's welcome. And now, the business correspondence. Public comments, sir. Mr. Wells?
Yes. Yeah. I was gonna say my correspondence with him, but this young man will be able to tell you everything he wants you to know.
Okay.
Do we have to go up there?
Up here, by
Up
the
to
way,
the
if you go to
microphone.
the microphone, just state your name and address for the record, if you would. Record, whatever. For Linda's purposes.
For Jerry Marshall Wiles, address you said?
If you can get that, please.
10150 Highway JJ in Valley Mines. We're here today to see what the commission can do regarding excessive noise levels in our neighborhood in Valley Mines caused by the nearby paintball facility known as The Ranch that's located off JJ in northern St. Francis County. For several homes located closest to this facility, the noise has become a significant and ongoing disruption. It is affecting residents' ability to sleep, relax, and comfortably enjoy time inside and outside of our homes. The noise has also raised concerns regarding the overall well-being and quality of life of nearby residents. In addition, many neighbors believe the ongoing disturbance may negatively impact our property values. And we respectfully ask the local officials to review this matter and consider appropriate action so that a reasonable level of peace and tranquility can be restored to our neighborhood. This paintball venue has gone in at our back door, feet from our back door, and the noise is unbearable. It's been going on since last May, and since January 24th, we've recorded 80 hours of play. We've asked him to stop or consider his neighbors, and he doesn't. We're receiving property damage from paintball coming onto our property, hitting our house. We can't go outside because we're afraid of being hit by the paintballs. Our dog can't go outside. Our grandkids can't come up and visit. He has no permits for this business. I don't know if he got a permit to put in the road off of JJ Highway. This past weekend, they parked all along the highway because of the mud. We called the police 3 times. They are charging people to play at this venue. And so I do have proof from their Facebook pages. I have pictures of the damage to our home.
Okay, you say you call the police, you mean the sheriff?
Yes.
Okay.
We called the Missouri State Highway Patrol for the cars in the road.
Okay.
And we called the sheriff over this weekend. Finally, we just can't take it anymore.
Okay, and I'm not familiar The sound of the paintballs, how's that compared to say a shotgun? Is it that loud or?
It's loud, not that loud.
It's not, the problem with it, and I can play a recording for you, but the problem is loudspeaker and buzzers. They count down 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and then at 10 seconds, they beep, 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 beep 10 times, and then a really loud buzzer goes off
To start the games.
to start the
Just
game.
what you
And
do.
it's like from here to that wall out there from my back door.
It is. I was out there, I just pulled in their driveway, and right by their shed, it's probably not even 100 feet off the line there, maybe 70.
There were probably
70.
80 cars there this weekend, all stuck in the mud. At 6 o'clock in the morning, they were shining lights into my bedroom window, parking in the field outside our fence. Then when they all got ready to leave, they were all stuck in the mud, and they're all screaming and yell, and they scream and yell the whole time they fight. The whole time they shoot. It is a paintball club. It's called the St. Louis Threats. That's who,
They're affiliated with.
that's who the owner of the property belongs to, a paintball club called the St. Louis Threats, who competes around the country.
They have a website, the range.
Yes, and on the website, they're talking about how they're going to grow this business.
Are these, where they're playing, are these like netted in areas?
They are netted, they do have a net, but the
They're still getting through and hitting your
paintballs
house.
come, they're on our roof, they're on our patio, they've hit our back door. My grandson, I have a really bad hearing problem, I have tinnitus really bad, that it just sets it off, my ears. It's really, our nerves can't take it anymore.
Inside our house, it sounds like, you know how a bunch of horses running across the field? Well, that's what it sounds like.
The buzzers
And
are
the
just as
buzzers,
loud.
you can hear them. You know, it's just unbearable. We've dealt with this since last May, but it's really stepped up here.
Well,
since
it's
the
become
first of the year.
commercial. It's totally become
It went from
commercial.
the front yard, as you can see on the pictometry. It went from the front yard a weekend, or every other, every other get your friends together, to a
Full-blown
full-fledged paintball
business
field.
with a food truck, they had a food
yes.
truck there. They
They've
had
moved
a tow
Incon
truck to
Xboxes.
get the other cars out of the mud that got stuck in the mud, so we listened to that, and
Called the tow truck for a tow truck and stuff.
it's gotten over the top ridiculous.
And they are selling, I know they're selling paintballs and other items, and probably renting
They
guns.
actually have a pro shop now.
Yeah.
In one of the trailers
In
that
their
they put in
Connex
there.
box, it's like a food.
How big is this?
It's.
what?
How large, how many acres is there?
He has
owns
17 acres.
17 acres, but the portion right behind our house is what, a 3-acre field or so, I don't know, 40? I mean, I don't know.
And you're right, they did put up a.
No, I would like to say that, but no.
No.
No, sir. I mean, they, what got started this time was, I lost my son February the 23rd. 2 weeks from the time we found out that and we lost him. He died on Wednesday night. We were home Thursday trying to get together, trying to get our crap together.
We saw him setting up.
We saw him setting up that later that afternoon. We asked him, we said, would you please, we knew when he know our son had died. We said, would you please just not do this weekend?
It was a practice.
We got to bury our son at 1 o'clock Saturday, have a deal. And we would like peace and quiet leading up to that, and probably would need some Sunday, and
He said, this has nothing to do with Jordan.
this has nothing to do with Joyce. Just,
So,
and that's just, and then come Saturday morning at 5:30, 6 o'clock, so, sun's not even up, they're out there shining their lights on the house, slamming doors, screaming,
so that was a
hollering.
practice weekend for the upcoming event that we had no idea what was coming the next weekend, this past weekend.
Do they stay there, or they just come in? They don't camp there?
Oh, no,
But they set up tents everywhere.
But it's
I mean, they stripped down, there's guys in their underwear, stripped down because they're muddy. It's really, quite unbearable, and we do have a petition that several of our neighbors are going to sign. Several of the neighbors are relatives of these people, so, you know, there'll be 3 or 4 that won't, but most people, we live in a valley, so it echoes everywhere. So it disturbs a lot of people, not just us, but we fear for safety where we live.
And of course, I've talked to Jerry on the phone, we've talked a couple times, and I know, and I've told him that there are no county ordinances, that we don't have any planning and zoning, we don't have, sorry, Lloyd.
Your time is up, Dave.
Yes, so what I have told him, maybe with the sheriff's department and the state highway patrol with the vehicles and all, they might be able to do something noise-wise. I have no idea what the options are. Do you guys have any?
Didn't we have, like concerts up there at that end of the
Yeah.
county, and
Yes.
they actually, didn't they go?
Yes, they did. I was actually picked for a jury duty on that. and
I was gonna say we might have to look into something.
What my question is, can't you prevent him from having these because that land is not? I mean, I thought there was, this is a class 1 county, right? So there should be planning and zoning.
Not according to
Well,
people, they voted
it
it.
voted it down.
Okay, so he doesn't have to have that build commercial to have these events?
I'm not sure about that. Is there any assessor having this commercial? I don't know, I'm
Yeah, we
asking.
can go up and look at it and, you know, take a portion of the land and make it commercial, but as far as, there's no planning and zoning, so anybody can start a business in the county without.
Now, the collector's office does take the merchant license, correct?
Yes.
So he should have,
I'd have to have the name of the
Gotcha.
business and
okay.
we could check it, yeah.
So
It's
there
called the
are
branch?
steps that
Yes.
he should have taken to do that. And then state probably will want some of their tax money, and so will the county will probably want some of their.
I was reading Missouri state law, and it says you should be, that if you're live in an unincorporated area and there's no nuisance laws, that you have to abide by the Missouri state law that protects you from loud noises.
That's right up Sherry Oaks alley,
I'd
probably.
have to look at that exact statute for verbiage, but, if you have that
I
statute
do.
number, I'll be more than happy to
Well, the
look
sheriff's
at
been
it.
writing diligently back there all the time you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be your that's gonna be your best bet.
We will have to look
Is
into
that something
it, but
that's
I was gonna say
enforceable
we
by?
might
Yes.
have to approach it.
Yes.
Well, and the property damage, that they're
Exactly,
taking
and
property,
they
that would
do.
be something I would be.
I mean, if the only,
You know Brian George?
Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He's just a square.
So, Sheriff, if you don't mind, that's why I wanted Jerry to come too today, is to, you know, kind of talk to you and see what the options or what you might be able to do. They do
I
have.
look into it, this is the first
I
I've heard
know.
of it, but we got the CAD entry, I just looked it up where you called in, so we've got that time and date. We can go back and do some research on this, and we can see what we can do for you.
And they do have, I saw the paintballs in the yard. I mean, it's awful, I'm so sorry.
It was even worse this weekend. I mean, they're on our roof and they're on our
Right by their
patio.
house and-
It sounds like they're one bad shot from a liability situation.
Exactly.
Something's gonna shut them down for good, so.
We can't have our grandchildren. I
I
got a
agree, yeah,
7-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 9-month-old. The last 2 were my sons. We cannot have them out in the yard. We cannot have them, we can't have family
We can't plan
gatherings.
anything
We
on the
can't plan
weekends.
anything. It just, they have us hostage, and we need someone to help us.
At 250 or 200, they're supposed to have that set down, but that's fast for a paintball. And when it hits you, you know it, and it can take an eyeball.
Tomorrow will be 2 weeks I lost my son.
I'm sorry.
And that's what started, you know, it's what finally gave me the courage to say, I'm done with this. My son was a good boy.
To be clear, the loss of your son is not connected to this.
No,
Okay.
that's just what,
All right.
That's what has made us realize that
I understand.
we
we lost
we
a lot
have
with
the
him because we
right,
couldn't have the weekends.
we have the right to peace in our own home.
Yeah,
I thought,
okay.
so,
Well,
thank you.
the sheriff will work with you.
We will look into it.
Thank you.
And,
We will definitely.
now, like we're talking about, maybe an ordinance we can pass.
Yeah, we was looking maybe an ordinance, something we can do.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate that very much.
I'm so sorry about that.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we will definitely look into it.
Thank you for hearing us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you much.
Any other public comments? Okay, Sheriff.
Okay, our yearly calls for service stand at 3430. Last calls for last week were 423 in a week's time. Our inmate population stands at 138. That's pretty consistent. We have 109 males, 29 females. I want to recognize or mention we sent 4 deputies last week to Meridian, Mississippi, to a 5-day intensive training on search and arrest warrant service. This was put on by not Missouri National Guard, but National Guard in Mississippi that has a training facility. The instructors are former Navy SEALs, Delta Force, so this was very intense. We've sent some other ones there, but everything is paid for in that school by, I guess, a grant through.
Except for transportation.
Just for transportation, I think 1 meal. They put them up in a Drury hotel. Every one of them came back and said it's probably some of the best training they've ever been to. So trying to keep them safe and the public safe. We've been working this week, Captain Ryan and I have been working with Motorola, getting that body cameras all in line. He's been on the phone quite a bit with them. So we're still working on that. It's just not throw a light switch and we got body worn cameras.
Those were delivered last week.
The cameras were delivered, but the charging ports and the docking stations and cables were not sent. So
Shipped yesterday, they should be in your office by the end of the week.
So now we can charge the batteries.
To add to that, I had the kickoff conference yesterday. They should do on-site training within 2 weeks, and so we should have deployment somewhere around the beginning or 1st of April is what they advised me yesterday.
So that's good news. We had a lot of rain recently.
Say the drought's about over.
Yeah. We did get to assist Park Hills Police Department and the city of Park Hills with some evacuations. The deputies were involved in that. We also had some campers at St. Francis State Park that I don't think they were in danger of flooding, but they could not get out of the park because of the low level. So we assisted with that and also flew our drone to verify they were okay. So that was a drone flight. Didn't have to put anybody downrange in any danger. So that's kind of some things that we've been working on that thought you might want to know about.
How'd that drone work? Did it go right in? You could see them?
Yeah, they've got a video of it. We can show you sometime and make sure
It's
they're
handy to
okay.
have.
It is.
Good foot.
Corporal Chris Callender, he's our certified pilot.
We have a system with the drone called Air Data that we recently received, and that actually, when Callender deploys the drone, he sends a link, and the sheriff and myself can actually view live footage from the drone.
Sit there and watch it.
So that morning they deployed the drone in St. Francis State Park. I was in the Farmington area and was able to watch what the drone was doing at St. Francis State Park from my phone, or could be from a desktop or MDT in the car or anything like that. So
useful tool.
It is very useful.
That's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Keeps the people out of danger. Okay, any questions for the sheriff? Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Road and Bridge.
Our work is continued on Old Fredericktown Road, widening it. We placed another 130 tons of base rock with shoulders, trying to get it widened out. We installed a new driveway on Arnaldi, 14.5 tons. Installed a 15 by 40 foot CMP. Crew's been cutting back brush in the south on Busick, Wesley Chapel, Mayberry Lane, and Hamilton. We burnt brush from all those cleanups at the landfill again. We swept a bunch of debris on Lake Avalon. We cleaned a bunch of culverts with leaf clogged up in them. We had an incident overnight, one night, up on Silver Spring. Somebody took our guardrail out. I think it was probably 6 posts and 3 strips of ribbon.
When you say took it out, you talking about with the car?
Yeah, took it out, so, we'll hopefully we got that all repaired, hope we can recoup some cost on that.
So you know who hit it?
Yes, we have a report on it, and we're gonna pursue, getting money back on it. Like I say, everybody knows we had heavy rains on Thursday. I think we had approximately 4.5 inches of rain. There probably wasn't one route in our whole county that the roads wasn't affected by this. We've got, numerous calls, trying to work with everybody, trying to get caught up fixing their driveway pipe uprooted, and, just bear with us. We're trying to get around to them and get everything back to, normal. We'll probably be working another week probably, maybe.
The pipe was uprooted?
Yeah, it's took some of the pipe and completely
Really?
uprooted the pipe. So we completely forced people's driveways out, wasn't able to get in, but we're trying to work through it, and, we'll get to them as soon as we can. We had a pond up on the north end of the county, Hazel Run, had an instance with the emergency manager got a hold of me, and the, one of the pond dam had a hole, weak spot, and it was leaking water. And, me and Kerry went up there and took a look at it, and they was afraid if it would bust, it would take our road out, and then possibly a couple houses downstream of that. The other instance was Iron Mountain Lake Dam again, was really rolling with that kind of water, but everything held good, so.
Tell me what saved that pond dam.
Well, Kerry got some rubber boots on and went on the back side of it, and, they had some beavers that actually laid all the trees down and, kind of blanketed that dam.
The
area.
beavers saved us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
I just hope they don't organize.
If it wasn't for the beavers, we'd probably be in trouble.
Leave it to be.
Yep. Our prison crew picked up 100 pounds of trash on King School. Our sign guys replaced 2 rough road signs on, placed them on Halter Road from, road being rough on Halter, and 6-inch sign on Watkins. Curve right and post on Hillsboro, 25 miles an hour curve ahead and post on Hillsboro. Hildebrick, a 9-inch sign. Winding Road left and a post on Busick. Winding Road right on, a post on Busick. Our current project, Hallsbury Bridge, all the forms have been removed from the walkways on the side from the carpenters working, and the scaffolding has been removed. We got about 80% of the guardrail up on the bridge structure itself completed. Items left to be done on that project would be placing the rest of riprap material in the ditch along the slopes, some ditch work, and the rest of the guardrail goes from the approaches up to the bridge ends. Still looking good for a positive opening of late March. We're hoping for that, get that back open. School buses can not have to work around it. Mechanical wise, our mechanic recently got the cab off of that truck. We had the motor blowed up, so they got it ready to, the motor probably out of it today. We'll be ready to go back in with the new one, have that truck up and running. One of our mini excavators went down during our storm. We had to rent one. We rented it for 2 days. Had an oil cooler went out on it. I think it was a cost of $2,300 to replace it. Mechanics have got it up and running, and we're back full capacity. We're running our excavators with this, a lot of washout work that we've been trying to repair. They've been coming really handy in that aspect of it, cleaning all this debris and everything up. We're probably potentially looking at getting another newer excavator. Our excavators now getting some age on them. I think they're upwards of probably 4,000 hours, 4,500, so they're starting to get some age on them. We typically use 2 every day. Possibly we could use 3 every day working. Every day it would go, but as far as that, as far as the public to be bear with us, we'll try to get to you as soon as we can, working through these driveways and edge ruts and road washouts.
Yeah, Brian and I went out yesterday. A lot of the damage we seen, I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do when you get 4.5 inches of rain, but a lot of the damage we seen was from leaves.
Yeah.
The leaves bulked up on the side, and I mean, it just
A few
clogs.
sticks in there and they stop the leaves.
Well, once they clog those culverts up, or they go over and then they'll run to the other side of the road, and I mean, it's just one of them things that, you know, you can't fix nature when it happens, when you get it that quick, and, you know, just, then people be patient. I know we're probably gonna have to rip-rap a few, and some of the people we talked to, we tried to get them, maybe they possibly looked at burning the leaves out of their ditches. I mean, which I know it's sometimes fire hazard, but if we could get into possibly burning those leaves, it would help us a lot.
Cause that's where they get raked and thrown to.
And what about your plastic pipe?
We are putting in plastic pipe, it won't burn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flame retardant.
Yeah.
When you get these heavy rains, he goes through the woods and picks up all the brush and stuff and washes it down. So he showed me a picture of a bridge that was blocked off, and it looked like brush. Explained to me it was corn stalks, every bit of it.
Yeah.
There were several acres upstream, and I went after and looked at it, and the corn stalks out of that field had washed up and was over the top of the guardrail. And it's just amazing how much had been stacked up in there. Unbelievable.
Water's power.
Yeah, it simply is. But we had some people call in, they say, there was something wrong with your phone system. Well, not that I know of. And we've had so many calls, people couldn't get through, it was saying all circuits are busy from all the calls we had from around the county. So it's been pretty busy.
Are you on the 410 schedule yet?
Yes, we just started Monday, so that's kind of helpful in the aid of getting over some of these roads. Give us a few more hours in the morning, a few hours in the evening. I think benefit us quite a bit trying to get around some of these houses.
Generally, during daylight savings time, they go to a 4-10 day schedule, 10-hour schedule. So that's the way it worked there. Okay. Okay, any questions for Road and Bridge? Okay, any other departmental report?
Yeah, couple things. We got elections 4 weeks from today. The sign up for the August election, candidates 3 weeks from today. Registered vote for April election, the deadline is tomorrow. And we still prepping. We had 8 training sessions Thursday and Friday for our poll workers where they had hands-on with the new equipment. And so that's where we're at. That you gotta register by tomorrow if you're gonna vote in April's election.
Any other departmental reports? Okay, sales tax report. It's up 3.6%, which is equal or a little bit better, I think, than inflation. So that's good news.
Shouldn't that say 2026? Or 25 rather? Sales tax.
Mark, help me out here. Where do you go?
Mark's got to go somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
That's the information I had. Year to date, so.
Well, I know, but you collected 3.5 million in 26.
Okay,
so-
yeah, that's probably 25 on the second line. Okay, I see your point. Yeah, okay. Somebody goofed and I'm the one who typed it, so I guess. Thank you. Okay, so up 3.6%. And like it says at the bottom, that this is paid by everybody that goes to Walmart and wherever and pays sales tax.
State released their figures yesterday. The state's up about 2% for the year, but what's up is income tax up by 4.6%, which is what they're wanting to get rid of. Sales tax is actually down.
Anyway, there's that figure. And then as far as prop fee or the use tax, up way up, and this is all from our residents. People that buy online and with this address.
Shouldn't that say 2026 and 2025?
I was sober.
Stay on, Louis.
Okay.
That's what I do. Hey, that's the game. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. It's time.
Hey, I'll make a motion we adjourn today.
Second. All in favor?
All right, later.